Oh, Mahjoob Zweiri joins us now live from Doha. He is a professor of contemporary Middle East politics at Qatar University. Great to have you on the program, Mahjoob. Lots to speak to you about today on this very important day. I want to start with the ceasefire proposal that is on the table right now. Why is it moving so slowly? And do you think that somehow they'll be able to find common ground, that bridge, that gap between what Hamas wants and what Israel wants will be bridged?
You know, the right saying, which can explain what's happening, is the American saying, if you cannot convince them, confuse them. That is exactly applies on this proposal. From day one, when Biden announced that deal and said, this is an Israeli proposal, and then after 24 hours, we start hearing that Israelis should approve that. So how come Israelis need to approve what they have proposed? And then we start hearing that, you know, we need Hamas to approve it. And then they say, actually, this is a response to Hamas, submitted a proposal. So there is a level of confusion about everything happening about this proposal.
Mahjoob, I completely agree with you. Sorry to interrupt, because even for us, this has been so confusing, because this is an Israeli proposal or is it a US one, and so much back and forth. So I really appreciate what you're saying there, that phrase, if you can't convince them, confuse them, even the media.
Absolutely. I mean, if you ask any journalist, any news presenter, they cannot identify and define what is the world talk about. And let me just finish the idea here. It's the idea, basically what they are trying to do now. Biden has a deadline, which basically the first week of July to announce his candidacy. And he wants to make sure that this war stops, so he cannot see any kind of criticism to his administration or any kind of demonstration in the street. That is not necessarily what Netanyahu thinks of. Netanyahu has different agenda, and he has his own deadlines as well. So there is an ongoing battle between both of them. On the day that the proposal announced by Biden, the Congress announced that Netanyahu has accepted the invitation to deliver a speech. There is an ongoing confrontation between the two men about who's playing in the other backyard, and that itself taking us from what's happening in Gaza. The real proposal is they are from in the last 2 months, there was a Paris discussion which focused on three main things. One, a complete ceasefire. 3, withdraw from Gaza. 3rd, rebuilding Gaza. All of the proposals since that time focus on this, and they are suggesting 3 main stages with 6 weeks for each stage. Now, Netanyahu, according to what Biden announced, they want the first 6 weeks. He wants the hostage to be released, and then he wants to go back to the war. That Gaza, Hamas does not accept that. Hamas wants a complete ceasefire, can be discussed in the second stage, and then they can be discussed also the number of Palestinian prisoners, which now around 10,500 in the Israeli prison. And it's very interesting to see all of this debate globally about 132 Israelis, and ignoring the fact that there is 17,000 Palestinian women in Israeli prison since the Nakba. And there is no one talk about those numbers, and 200 children in the Israeli prison. So that itself tells you how the level of hypocrisy that I would say Western media and Western leaders, they are handling the whole issue. The focus now on the captives. Hamas says, okay,
Mahjoob, if I may interrupt you, just because there is so much to talk about right now. I just want to, we need an hour together. Just this point right now, which is on the screens right now of our viewers, your take on this, please, and maybe it is the word hypocrisy as well. Lawmakers in the US House of Representatives have passed a bill to sanction the International Criminal Court for requesting arrest warrants for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. What do you make of this?
Actually, I just post something on X about this, and my opinion is the following: if the representative of the United States wants this, the main question is to their own basis: do they want the United States, which talks about respecting law, respecting order, respecting international order, respecting international law, respecting human rights, do they want such a legislation to work? If this is the case, I think they have to review their education system, their freedom to debate, and they have to go back to in the jungle system. I mean, what we are saying is not about what they announced. The main question is whether their base will be accepting this in next election. Will they vote for such people who are basically calling loudly to disrespect international law, that all Western culture, education system, they want to promote it globally?
Mahjoob, hope to see you here in Istanbul, to have more time with you here in the studio next time you're in town. Always appreciate your analysis here on TRT World. Mahjoob Zweiri, live there from Doha.